Good morning. My name is Preet,
I'm Vishal.
I'm Manish.
and today we're going to talk about our project named Salous, which is an all-in-one app for women.
This project is motivated by the lack of women specific health applications, aiming to create a user centric solution. The primary goal is to empower women by offering a comprehensive application that seamlessly integrates features for holistic health management. So, the project is driven by the recognition of significant gap in health and wellness applications, particularly in addressing the diverse health needs of women. Current options often fall short, requiring manual tracking or reliance on disjoint tools. To address these challenges, the project employs innovative methods to seamlessly integrate menstrual cycle tracking, emotional monitoring, and the management of essential health metrics. Statistical data will be crucial in assessing the effectiveness of these methods. Metrics such as user engagement, accuracy of cycle predictions, and adherence to medication reminders will be measured. Additionally, gathering data on the impact of the application on women's overall well being and empowerment will be essential for evaluating its success.
So I'll quickly take you guys over what the app does. So this is the home screen, and like as you can see, this is like the username, and it just greets the user. Then there's a button to go to daily journal, and I'll be talking about the daily journal in a bit. This is the upcoming period section. So over here you can write the last time you had your periods, mainly in the middle of your period week. So let's say my last one was on November 4th or November 12th. So it will tell me that on the next 3 days I will be ovulating. And then there's the fitness data, and it's more in depth later on in the dedicated fitness page, which we'll be covering in a bit. So over here you can just adjust the values like how much cups of water you drank and like how much liters of water you drank. Then this is a daily affirmation section, which just shows a random affirmation every day, something to just make the user happier, keep them in a healthier and happier mind state. And then now coming to daily journal, which you can access either through this or by pressing this button over here, where it just saves all your previous journal entries and utilizes mmkv in the background to implement it, which is a key value based database. So for example, these are all the different information or like my journals that I've stored, and these being the specific dates when I stored them. So how you go about this is press on how you're feeling today, and you can write something. So for example, I am happy to be here, and then I choose the happy emoji, and then I press submit. So it puts I'm happy to be here with the current date, and I can remove something which I put by mistake. So this one, there was no text in my journal. I put it by mistake, so I can just like press cancel, clear, and remove it. And then there is the fitness page, which is very useful for women to track the daily metrics as we spoke about before. So number of cups of water a day, you can just like increase it, decrease it to track how much water you're drinking, press on the cups to reset it. Then you can check your body composition. So for example, let's say if I was a woman who weighed around, let's say 65 kgs, and my height was, let's say, 173, and my age, let's say, was 21, and my activity level was high. So it will tell that my calorie is like my BMI is 21.7, and the recommended calorie that I should be consuming is around 2100 calories. And then after that, we have the chatbot section, which Manish will talk about really soon. And we have the sleep section where you can set your sleep information. So, for example, this was the amount of hours of sleep I got last few days. And then when I press check, it tells me my sleep score. So I got a sleep score of 62.5% out of 100%, 100% being great. And more than 100 is problematic because you're oversleeping, which is bad for your health as well as undersleeping, which is also bad for your health. So it tells what happens when you undersleep and why you shouldn't do so. And yeah, after that, I'm handing it over to Manish.
Hello, this is Manish, and I'll be talking about our how we trained our chatbot. So our chatbot runs on the library NLTK, which is one of the main libraries. Basically, it is the natural language toolkit. Um, yeah, so intents.json is basically our data file where we've put our intents, the questions, and the responses the chatbot will give. So each word will be tokenized. That will be basically a sentence would be broken down into a list of words. And lemmatizer basically lemmatizes the words. That is basically it makes all the words uh, on lowercase so that it is easier for the model to recognize it. Then we create a bag of words. Basically, we take these bag of words and it runs through a loop and it checks if the word has been lemmatized and tokenized. And then it puts it into words.pkl. So then we create our training data. Um, yeah, so training data will be first the words will be shuffled up, and then yeah, we use a sequential model. This is the model, and it has three layers. And the first layer has 128 neurons. The second layer has 64 neurons, and the third layer is softmax. So when the words are recognized, it goes through three two layers of two hidden layers, and the last layer is a softmax layer which calculates the probabilities of each words, and the higher the probability it chooses the sentence of that word, and then it goes back to the data where the response will be given by the chatbot. So then we're using SGD optimizer, and yeah yeah, that's it for my part. So I'll be showing the overview about how a chatbot works on the application. So you go to the chatbot and then you ask, hey, it replies with good to see you again. And then you reply, you ask it, right, okay, I'm going to put a symptom of a disease. So yeah, okay. So I've put in the symptom and it identifies that it is PCOS symptom. And so now, since I've known it, now I can ask it if I'm going through, if the subject is going through her periods. We can ask for medications. So I've given my medications. Yeah, common medications in India, it gives specific drugs that you can take that are available in our market, like ibuprofen and yeah, yeah. So I can ask more questions like, can you give me a few exercises? Exercises. Zero. Spelling mistake. Yeah. Okay, fine. Even if there's an error, you can see that it, even if there's a spelling error, you can ask it. Yeah, so even if there are spelling errors, the model recognizes it and it holds on to these keywords and it gives an answer. So yeah, this is it for